Hello, good evening, and welcome to Sports Central on EzeSportsTV. It's a beautiful Sunday evening right here in the city of Owerri, and we're going to be talking sports once more, football as a matter of fact. I have Harrison as usual, and Harrison, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Kesta.
Yeah, today we are talking something different, and it's all about the La Liga. Viva La Liga. I mean, it's a beautiful day in world football. A Clasico day right there in Spain. Santiago Bernabeu is witnessing a very big match as far as football is concerned. Real Madrid is playing Barcelona in the second A Clasico of the ongoing season. What a day we have with us. Any day, anytime, this fixture is always one of the best fixtures as far as European football is concerned. And we are Real Madrid is going to be facing Barcelona. Real Madrid topped the league already with 10 points ahead of Sevilla, who is in second position. Barcelona currently in fourth position after Atletico Madrid won the match yesterday. Now Barcelona is 3 points behind Atletico. If they get a win today, they will be they will go level on points with Atletico and in third position, as a matter of fact, with one game at hand. So it's a very important match for them. A team that started the season so poorly Barcelona, they didn't do very well. Start of the season, they had to sack the coach, the Netherlands coach, Koeman, yeah, and then Xavi came back, a legend of the club himself, have done so well since he came back to Barcelona, transformed the team, had some good signing in January that have changed the whole story for Barcelona. Have won a lot of games since he became the manager, scoring a lot of goals in the process. As a matter of fact, right now we can say we have a formidable Barcelona that can challenge a high-flying Real Madrid. Real Madrid also have done so well for themselves, topping the league, seamlessly, and also doing so well in the Champions League, progressing into the quarterfinal of the competition. Barcelona, as a matter of fact, after being knocked out in the Champions League, have also done so well in the Europa League, also in the quarterfinal of that competition. It's a Clasico, Harrison. I mean, what a day we have.
Well, a Clasico, one of the biggest football match in the world. Back in the day, a Clasico used to be about Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. We've actually, gone past that era, and we enter the new era. But regardless of who is playing, a Clasico is always that match that you want to, you don't want to miss. And of course, coming into this game, Real Madrid and Barcelona are currently on a very good form, like you rightly said. We don't know what to expect. If this was to be some 2 months ago, we would say it's a Madrid day. But regardless of points, I think in the Clasico in the recent time, it's always Madrid to steal. We've seen Barcelona struggling to get a win whenever they play against Real Madrid since 2019. I think it's the longest I've seen, since I started watching football, since I started, following the El Clasico. And tonight, the two teams are in form, playing so well, scoring lots of goals, winning games, keeping clean sheets. We'll be looking. It's an exciting night. We'll be looking to see what today, especially now that Karim Benzema is out of the game and he won't be playing. We'll look to see what Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid will come up with tonight.
Yeah, Real Madrid is a team that played so well with their star match. Karim Benzema scoring a lot of goals. You mentioned his absence in today's game. I mean, it's a very big blow for Real Madrid. He's a player that have carried the team so well. In fact, he started doing this immediately Ronaldo left Real Madrid. As a matter of fact, Ronaldo, was everything for Real Madrid. But we saw Karim Benzema becoming the star man of the team and have carried the team so well. He's going to be out today, injured. But there is also Vinicius Junior, who has taking everybody by surprise. He has always been a very good player, but we've seen a more productive Vinicius this season. His combination with Karim Benzema have been top-notch. Both of them lead in the scoring chart as far as La Liga is concerned. Karim Benzema topping, and he's coming second in that chart. It shows how well both of them have played. He's going to, be playing today also for Barcelona. For Real Madrid. And the trio of Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro still doing it for Real Madrid after so many years. What do you have to say about this Real Madrid stream? The way Carlo Ancelotti, also a coach that have managed them in the past, did so well with them, winning that 10th Champions League for them before, and now coming back into the team, and also with the players that he's so familiar with and the way he has played with them so far. What do you expect from this Real Madrid side today?
Well, coming into this game, like you said, Real Madrid have been in a very good form, both in Spain and also in Europe. And with Carlo Ancelotti, we've seen him, changing his game plan, his gameplay in every game, and he always know how to change a game even from the bench. You saw that against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, bringing in, leaving such players in the caliber of Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard in the bench and bringing on the people he brought on. But you saw how they came in and they changed that game. Me, as an analyst watching that game, would actually think that bringing in Gareth Bale or maybe Eden Hazard should be the next step to make. But him being the coach, the tactician, as experienced as he is, he knows what to do. I mean, coming into this game, Real Madrid will definitely miss Karim Benzema. He is currently the top scorer in La Liga on 22 goals, and he topped the assist as well on 11 assists. I mean, yeah, he's been scoring. Of course, he stepped up since Ronaldo left Real Madrid. But even while Ronaldo was there, he was scoring a lot of goals and creating a lot of assists. I mean, recently he became Real Madrid third highest goal scorer, and of course, becoming Real Madrid. He's currently is the player with the most assists in the Real Madrid history, behind and Cristiano Ronaldo is the second behind him, and of course he is on the verge of becoming the second highest goal scorer for Real Madrid. So when you look at those stats, you see that even while Ronaldo was there, even while all the other players were there, he did quite well. Of course, when you have a Ronaldo in the team, you wouldn't see what the other players are doing. All the attention should be on Ronaldo. But Karim Benzema is never quitting. He's 34 years old. He's playing so well, scoring a lot of goals. But coming into this game, like I said, Carlo Ancelotti is going to actually find a way to deal with it. He said he already know, as at yesterday, he said he already know who's going to start tonight's game, that even though he's not going to tell us who would start, but he already knows who is going to start. So I think he already have his plans going forward. They will miss Benzema regardless of the qualities they have in that team, regardless of who he brings on. Benzema brings special game plan to that game, and definitely they're going to miss him. But I think Madrid have all it takes, regardless of who starts, to execute this game.
Yeah, they have everything they need in that squad, and I mean, it's a bit surprising, to have you mentioned Gareth Bale still in that Madrid squad. Of course, Eden Hazard is still there, but there seems not to be integral in what Carlo Ancelotti is doing. There are quite some young players. I mean, you have seen Cavaminga coming in the midfield, inspiring that win against Paris Saint-Germain. He came into that game, made some changes in that game that led them, to overturn what the scoreline of that particular match. There's also Rodrigo, the Brazilian kid, and also Carvajal. These players are bringing their A game into the game. Of course, I mean the Spanish number 11 shirt, Asensio. They are doing it for Real Madrid, and it seems to even need the Eden Hazards and the Gareth Bales. I mean, how do you think Carlo Ancelotti is doing this? Is it a matter of his brilliance, or is it down to what the players are doing themselves?
I think it's both. Of course, down to what the players are doing on the pitch. You see them hungry, regardless of how many they've won in the past. You see a lot of experienced players, and one would think that these people have won enough to not want to, go for it. But you look at these Real Madrid players. Luka Modric, 36 years old, still going hard, still playing hard. Yes, the players are bringing it, but then when you look at the tactics and the style of play Real Madrid have actually deployed this season, you see that everything depended on the coach. I mean, he has been so brilliant with his selections, and sometimes he has been, though in the midfield, he has played more with the same lineup in Casemiro, Luka Modric, and of course Toni Kroos. But we've seen him during the start of the season. He didn't give the Camavinga and the rest of Valverde and the rest a chance to even play. You see this set of players playing both in the League Cup and of course in the Champions League and in the La Liga. But we've seen Carlo Ancelotti starting to make those changes, and I think it's both. I mean, his experience is worth of experience, and of course with the players on the pitch, everybody knows when you're in the pitch, when you're playing, and you look back at the bench, you see a player in the caliber of Hazard, in the caliber of Bell. You want to play so well so you can keep your place.
Definitely, and for the Barcelona side, they're going to be facing today. I mean, a team I thought about it that have been transformed under the current coach Xavi Hernandez. He has come into the dugout for Barcelona and turned things around. I mean, Ronald Koeman was there at the start of the season. He couldn't move the team anywhere after they lost Messi and some other important players of that squad. A lot of things went bad for Barcelona. The form on the pitch was very bad. They were losing points and losing a lot of games. In the them being knocked out in the Champions League group stage for the very first time in a very long time. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, but under Xavi, they have done so well. Key players coming in January, Aubameyang, one of them, scoring a lot of goals. Ferran Torres, very key player for them. And of course, the Adama Traore, they have really changed this squad. And we've seen quite some young players coming from academy. Gavi, one of the best players you can have in your squad right now. Of course, Pedri is leading the team in the midfield. Frank de Jong, is very, very key player to them in that midfield. We've seen some quite good players, very young players, coming into bringing their game. Ousmane Dembele have been in a very good shape since the January transfer window that saw these players coming in. He has made a lot of assists, seems to be playing so well, with this Barcelona squad. I mean, it's a day you see fancy Barcelona of taking something away from Real Madrid in this particular fixture. They are determined, they are very inspired, they have the confidence. What do you expect from them today?
Well, of course, I expect a very fierce Barcelona coming into this game. But if you go by history, even before Barcelona got into the mess they got themselves last season, we've seen them struggle to play against Real Madrid regardless of the ground, even when they have the likes of Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi. But then coming into this game, this are a new set of players who are hungry. We've seen Aubameyang, having a point to prove after how he left Arsenal, coming to the La Liga. He's been on in a scoring spree, and he wants to prove that I am still good. I am still Aubameyang. Ferran Torres, it took him some time to get on the scoring sheet, but we've seen him firing on all cylinders. And of course, Adama Traore brought a new dimension to that team. He is so direct. When they give him the ball, Aubameyang is in there. We've seen players like Memphis Depay. Of course, when he came into Barcelona, we all thought that he should be the focal point. Everything is going to be around him, especially when Messi was unable to renew his contract. Yeah, he did that earlier at some point, but we've seen him not being able to live up to expectations so far. But with the players available to them, with the players on the starting lineup, we've seen Barcelona playing so well. And when he comes on from the bench now, we see him making great impact. Of course, I think what Barcelona actually lacked over the season has been goal scorers, because we've seen them over the season. They play so well. Even before Ronald Koeman was sacked, we see Barcelona playing so well with the Gavis and the Pedris and the Frank de Jongs and all the players they have in that team. They still play that good football. They still hold the possession against whatever opposition they play against. But the problem was always them not, holding it tight at the back, conceding a lot of goals and failing to score a lot of goals. But since Xavi came in, we've seen Barcelona not conceding so much like they used to concede, and we've seen them scoring more than they used to score before he came in. So I think it is a game you don't write them off, in as much as Madrid seems to be a more settled team, considering how they've played over the season. But of course, Karim Benzema won't be there. They will miss him. That can actually change a whole lot. All Barcelona need to do is just to leverage on those chances and see what they can do. But coming into this game, Barcelona stand a chance.
What a game we have in our hands is the El Clasico day. Real Madrid is playing Barcelona right at the Santiago Bernabeu in a La Liga fixture. A star match of the week as far as La Liga is concerned, any day, anytime, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. Nigeria time right there in Spain. And of course, I'm doing justice as far as analyzing the matches with Harrison, who is very grounded as far as these kind of things are concerned. Harrison, in the past decade, it has always been Barcelona, having the upper hand against Real Madrid. I mean, there was a time it was all Barcelona with Messi's and the Xavis and the Iniestas, the Neymar. They were all over the places. And recently, we were watching some highlights of old games between the two sides, and we saw how Barcelona dominated these games in the past. But things seems to have changed back. Of course, if you go way back, also there was a time it was all in Madrid. I mean, these have always been what it is as far as the Liga is concerned. But currently, it seems to be shifting to Real Madrid, considering that they are more in form side. Of course, Barcelona can be said to be a team that is in transition with what is happening with the new coach Xavi and all that, young players coming from the academy. But we have this game with us, and both teams are in a very good form, as I already said. What is going to happen today? Who do you think is going to take this particular match today?
Well, it's going to be a tough one to call, regardless of whether Barcelona are a team in transition. That is not an excuse for them to lose the game. They've actually started playing so well. They've actually started playing together, and the coach's philosophy is being installed into the team. When you watch Barcelona play, you know that there is a change. This is not the Barcelona who started the season. There's a whole lot of change in style of play and how they execute games. But then coming into this game, even without Karim Benzema, Real Madrid is still dangerous. They are still the team to beat as far as this fixture is concerned. And for the fact that Real Madrid will play at the Santiago Bernabeu, they've been in a fine form as far as that ground is concerned this season. So I think it is going to be a Real Madrid's night to lose. But regardless, of course, I predict that Barcelona is going to get a goal, but it will be a 3-1 win in favor of Real Madrid.
That's a very big call, 3-1 win for Real Madrid in this particular fixture. I mean, we're going to be seeing that game. As a matter of fact, Barcelona, to me, a very good side right now. Real Madrid also in a very good shape, as you said. You know, I've seen them top the league by 10 points, as a matter of fact, against the second place Sevilla. So they're in a very good form also. Well, I predicted them to win by 3-1. Of course, we are going to be seeing that game to see if that prediction is going to be correct. It's all about the La Liga game between Real Madrid and Barcelona, a Clasico day right there in Spanish football, and it's still Sports Central on EzeSportsTV. Thank you guys always being there. Of course, by Wednesday we're going to be reviewing the scoreline of this picture to see if that scoreline is correct or if it's going to be Barcelona that will take the day. Continue watching Sports Central on EzeSportsTV. Thank you very much.